Good evening. This is a mystical Mr. Paul show, and tonight we're going to be talking about women. Women. What awful creatures they are. Both beautiful and yet alluring. They can cause wars. They can manipulate and destroy people's lives. They're horrible and yet beautiful creatures.
Excuse me, Paul.
What?
I can hear you talking.
You're a woman. You are my wife. I am doing a program about women. Women's talk.
But you're saying horrible things.
Would you... No, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Women are dualistic beings. They are both terrible and beautiful at the same time. They're evil and yet they're lovable as well.
No, they're just beautiful and lovable, that's all.
Yeah, well, that's what they say. They're creepy old creatures. They're horrible. They're disturbing. They're creepazoids every day.
You're a creepazoid every day.
Now I will teach you the ways of the old mystical Mr. Paul.
Creepazoid ways.
The ways to control all women at any
The ways
given
to bow
time.
down to your wife at
No.
every given time.
The way to control.
The ways to make all the dinners.
No,
Go to the shop.
I will
Give
teach.
snuggles in the morning.
No,
all the
no.
nice things.
I will teach you the ways. The first
Of
way.
Being
the
a
fir-
good husband.
The first thing I'll teach you is how to get rid of a woman. Are you ready? Ah!
Oh, Paul!
Biological. It's genetically programmed into a man to get rid of a woman by doing a fucking fart.
Fart warfare.
Now, yeah, that's it. It wards them off. Unless you're like me and your farts smell like fucking marshmallows melting.
He wishes.
And roses. Give me a kiss. Hey. This is how you
Oh
can...
no, I've got it now, I've got the smell.
Well, there you go, you see. That's lesson number 1. If a woman's on your back and she's pissing you off, let the fucking farts out. Let the gas fly. Now, women, men. If I didn't do very well with women when I was in my teenage years, and young teenage to late teenage. So I'm talking like when I was 13 and I went to Thelma, every fucking 12, 13-year-old girl was going out of a 21-year-old. You know, and the first girl's tit that I ever touched, me and my mate, Kevin Tettersole, convinced this girl to let us touch her tit. And ow, don't hit me! I'm talking about the past, what history?
Stop saying it.
Ah. That's, ow! It's I'm not having a history wank, There you go, my wife's attacked me because I'm talking about fucking history. Me and the old Kevin, we convinced this girl. And she was about 12, 13. And she said, look, I've got a 21-year-old boyfriend. I have to spread my legs to get so that his dick will fit. And we were saying to her, look, we're the same age as you. You're in our form group. We want to know, what is sex like? What is that about? And she said, oh, you know, she told us a bit and this and that. She said, oh, if he lifts up his t-shirt, his dick's up to his fucking belly button. And that she had to spread her legs just to get him in or whatever. And so me and Kevin said, hey, can we just please have a feel of your tits? Just please. And we both admitted to her we'd never touched a girl's boobies. And I've never done that. And she knew that... Hey, I'm just telling a story. I'm telling the story. So we touched her tit. So we both touched her tits. And then the next day, this is a 12-year-old, 13-year-old girl. The next day, we came out of graphics, and her 21-year-old boyfriend was standing there, and he looked about fucking 6 foot tall, picked up my mate by his jumper, headbutted him in the face. And the only reason he didn't headbutt me, because he didn't know who I was.
And that's what you get for being a horrible old perv.
No! Ow, fuck! No! That isn't, it's not right. It's not right that you can't get a bird when you're 13, because they're all fucking 21-year-olds. But that's what it was like in my day, back in the day. In my old scheme, all the 13-year-old girls were going out with people. She said that he worked in B&Q. And a lot of the girls said that. Apparently B&Q and all that, some place where a lot of guys had it sorted out. Drive up to film in your car, get a bird. Good on 'em. But anyway. So yeah. I wish I could go back in time. You see, when I look at haircuts I had when I was about 16, you know, I think, well, I'd like to go back in time and tell a young Paul, hey buddy, wear nice plain colours, shave your head, get some nice get some black jeans, just wear fucking sweatshirts, shave your head, you know, and be tough with women. Women don't want you to be like fucking You have to control the amount of love that you give women. You have to control the amount of respect you give them, because that's the main thing. Women are fucked in the head. They're completely, you know, they need to be put down before they can even fucking appreciate. And if you're clever, if you're truly clever, you can sort of put them down at the same time, be nice as well. But I mean, that's just playing games, and I've never been too much for one thing. I've never been too much into playing games with women. But I do know this, and that is that women like to have a firm hand taken with them. If you're listening to this hoping for tips with women, then my tips would be, you know, you go up to a woman as a man. You have to be a man, not a pussy, not a little fucking pussy. You have to go up to a woman and say, hey, alright, I'm so and so. Oh, you've got nice hair. Oh, you smell nice. You know, how you doing? And, you know, all it takes is a few compliments. Some girls are fucking hardened to that, and they don't too. But then you have to be a bit more cocky. But then cockiness, you can overdo, a lot of guys overdo cockiness. And they get a lot of sex, but then they're only fucking slags. And I ain't talking about slags. If you want to fuck a slag, walk around like you're fucking walking on air or something. Walk around like you own the fucking club. Then you can fuck a slag. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a normal man trying to get with a fucking bird. You know, a normal bird, not a fucking slag. You know, and if you do fuck a slag, please wear a condom, because you only have to look at a fucking bitch like that and then you're chlamydia. But no, fucking, honestly, women need to have a firm hand taken with them. In the end, they're just confused. They're like a man, but a very lost man. He can't see and has a mist in front of their eyes of confusion. Like every day I walk along the road and I try to cross the road, and a car will be slowly turning around the corner. Now, if you want to cross the road, if you've ever crossed the road, which I'm sure you have, you'll know, you need to know that the car that you're judging ahead of you is going a certain speed, and then you think, well, once it's passed, I'll walk. When that car changes speed 3 times and ends up crawling past you like it's driven by a fucking Pee Wee Herman, every single time you look in the fucking window, it's driven by a woman. And that's because women can't fucking drive. They don't know what the hell's going on. They can't drive. They can't judge men. And that's the other thing, that one of the biggest things is that women, they, as much as modern society is trying to push this whole 6-pack, women like a henchman, he's this and that, it's absolute bullshit. And it's only because they're trying to sell more products for men. They're trying to sell the gym for men. That's absolute shit. You see some fucking fit women like Nigella Lawson, people like that. They're going out with some fucking skanky old bastards. And the reason is that women want a man. They want... Look at a fucking penis and balls. Balls are disgusting. They look like wrinkly old pickled eggs. Like, it's fucking disgusting. A penis, a winkle, it's disgusting. Like, women need to have some old disgusting shit up in there. Hello, Hayley. What, you come to check on me?
What are you saying?
I'm just saying, wouldn't you say that a penis and balls is disgusting?
Yes,
It's horrible, isn't it?
it's horrible.
So, you know, if you worked, you know, fucking 2 hours a week, 2 hours of fucking 3 days up in the gym, making your body nice, in the end you're still trying to convince a woman that she's got to put that in her mouth. Something horrible. What does that make you think? Women like something absolutely fucking horrible, don't they?
It's like something horrible, like a horrible old terror.
Yeah, people, that's it. Women, what do women look at when they
think
look?
about winkles. They just think about horrible old terrors. Like, I met
There you
you,
go.
and I thought
So
you
they
were a
want- yeah,
horrible
well,
old terror.
It's because my game's intact, Hayley. That's why you're married to me. But I'm talking about, imagine you're a guy and you're thinking, what the hell? You're in a club and you look at a woman and you think, oh, I want to pull her. How do you go about it? What should a man do to get into your knickers? Gamer as well. Come in, no, I'm doing a radio show. Come on.
Alrighty then.
It's a talk show. It's a ranting show.
It's a talk show.
It's about men. If a man, I've said it, how to deal with women or whatever.
Is that what
How
you called it?
I-
Advice on women? He's actually called it
Advice on women. Advice on women.
I just seen
Now, you're women. How would a man, if you're an unsuccessful male, and you don't really understand why you're not getting sex or whatever, if you're in a club and what should you do?
Buy a girl a drink.
Yeah.
Lots of drinks.
Oh,
Lots of drinks and
buy
be
a girl
very
a drink.
assertive.
What if you ain't got no much money?
He's screwed.
Then you're fucked.
No
No man's sober.
No wonder I found it so hard. Jesus. I used to find it really hard. I think,
but
why
when
am I
you-
not getting sex?
When you first met me, you spent lots of money on me. You took me for lots of dates, and it was very
When
romantic.
When I
When you first met
first
me.
got you, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because I just got paid. It didn't happen
I
after.
guess I was very lucky.
Well, no, but so they're literally, unless you've got money and you can buy a girl's
It's
drink.
not
No.
really money though, is
That's
it?
not always true.
Well, that's not one.
That's not always
I've just
true.
been saying
how
into
much
this.
would it cost to get a girl drunk?
Literally, I'm not talking about. How can you say that the only way that a man, the like normal attractiveness, not even, it may be an ugly, slightly delusional man.
He sounds
How
like my
can,
type.
right?
Yeah.
How can you say that he can only, how can he get sex without money? Come on.
I'm sorry, but there's a turn on is, hi, would you like a drink? I really like your hair, I like your tattoos or something like that. A turn off is, hi, I have no money, will you come home with me?
Yeah, you
Well, no,
can't
but
say that.
you're imagining that. How do you come out with that? But what if he came up to you and
You
went,
have to be charming.
hey, alright, oh my god, you look so beautiful. Like, if you have any trouble getting a date tonight, honestly, I'll leave you alone for the rest of the night. But you come and see
Why
me.
would you say to someone
No.
if you have any trouble getting
No,
a date
say, look, I
tonight?
know I'm not up to scratch, but you know, I'm alright. I'm pretty good in bed. If you come and see me at the end of the night,
People don't have to
I'll
say
get,
things
I'm
like that.
someone for you to go
If
home with.
someone said,
No.
Everyone who's said to me, I'm pretty good in bed, has been shit in bed.
yeah, and if
Misleading.
someone
No, but you know what that means, don't you, Gamer?
Okay, not every.
You know what that means? No, Gamer.
said,
You know what that means, don't you?
That some guys
That
got
you
me into
slept
bed
with
that
people
lie.
because they've told
No,
you they're
That's
good in
not
bed.
how I
Say-
meant it. That's not
if
how I
someone
meant
said that to
it.
me, I'd ignore them, and for the rest of the evening,
It's
I'd
'cause
probably leave.
Yeah, that's because you're a good girl.
But
you
you
think.
were very charming. You were very charming.
I wasn't charming. I went to give me a fucking kiss.
Oh,
Ooh.
it was nice.
But
though.
you
Yeah. So that's
In a
it.
suit.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
were.
I was wearing a suit.
You were
So
very
there you go. That's
smart.
advice for men. Go up to women
In a suit.
in a suit and go, alright, darling, give me a kiss. You're
I know,
really
but that
beautiful.
but that wasn't the first thing you said to me.
What was the
I've
first
seen
thing?
you lots of times working behind the bar, and then you waited.
Well, no, but
till
that's
it was
not
my
what we're talking about
birthday, and I
tonight.
had a few
I'm not
drinks.
about. If you want to work on a girl, just keep telling her she's pretty all the time, and eventually you'll get to sleep with her,
No.
even if she's going out with
No,
someone.
that would really
Look.
annoy me.
Well, so we're taking it from a slightly more, I don't know, posher, Worthing girl with a heart of gold to a more tough and beautiful sort of like
I grew up in Hamilton.
a mean punk girl from Hangleton. How do you fuck a girl like you? How would you do it? What would you say? What would a man have to?
What, with a
Imagine,
with a
I'm not talking about an attractive man. I'm
There's
talking about
no one-liner. There's
just a
no
normal guy.
one-liner.
What would he say? Come on. Wait. How would he have? What if he came up? If he came up all nervous. Imagine if he was Hugh Grant.
Oh,
Okay?
well, that would do it.
And he came up.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Don't.
and he came up. Right, I'll give you some examples. If he came up like Hugh Grant. Excuse me. I just want to tell you that.
Like butters.
Oh my God. You're so pretty. Please, is there any way I can take you home tonight? I'm just desperate for, just. Oh my
Just
God.
desperate for.
Well, no, forget
What?
the desperate.
How would rip a boy like that
Yeah.
apart?
If
We-
someone's, I'm
yeah,
just desperate.
He still won then, isn't he?
No.
No.
No, not literally. I mean, I'd be
What?
like, why
Okay.
don't you come ask me again when you've got
Right,
an
what
appeal?
about a chav? What if a guy came up to me and, alright, love.
I would say,
You're
you
one of
have
them
to leave
fucking
the
go-
pub.
Now,
No.
get out.
What if you're kind of, I've never fancied an emo, but you're fucking alright.
An emo.
Oh! She'd already
Wonderful.
actually physically kick him out.
What if he was hot?
I would. No, but that just adds to it. Like
Right.
guys who are hot have to be really,
So-
really quiet, or the arrogance just
well,
it's not worth
Alright,
it.
and what about a not attractive guy, but he came up to you and he was just badass and he just went, yeah, you're looking nice. I've never seen such a hot girl. I'd buy you a drink, but I'm skint. But later on tonight, do you fancy coming back to my house and get some wine?
ever
No one ever
said
talks
that.
like that. Paul.
Oh, well, I always did, but
No,
then
you
I'm...
didn't.
You did not.
Can I say, sorry, what did you call this show? Voice on Women? Okay, so would that be the, I've got a microwave with you at home? Or
And a
offering,
bowl of Lamborghini.
oh, and a bottle of Lamborghini, that was one of Paul's best ones. Or I'm just hanging around outside the girls' toilets. Or I can teach you how to pole
Hey,
dance.
I was trying. Hey, come on. I was trying. Well, in that case, my advice is that women are confusing and scary and fucked up. And to be honest, the best way to chat them up is, as Gamer and Hayley have said, just make sure you got a load of money and fucking get them drunk.
It's not a load of money.
Sainsbury's own
Just
vodka's
enough
only
for some booze.
£8.
Get
Just
girls
be prepared
drunk.
for a date. No, just be prepared for a date. So if you get a date with someone, You can treat them nice.
So-
That's all.
At what point does having sex with a girl who's inebriated become dodgy?
When they pass out or throw up.
Well, so if a girl's passed out, can you have sex with her?
No.
If a girl is really drunk, stumbling down the road and doesn't know who you are.
That's not good either.
I don't know, I would have got laid a lot more time.
So hooch and so.
No, it's not that. It's just treating someone and having a nice time.
What about has
It is,
a guy gamer, right?
Yes.
Have you ever had sex with a guy that you wouldn't immediately think is attractive, but has come across?
Everyone's met Phil!
I must admit, no one would immediately think that he's attractive. So,
Immediately, later
well, then
on,
how does that happen?
every other time.
Not him, but how? What is it? Is it people like Dan Aykroyd or something? People like Bill Murray or something? They come across. They're just normal looking. Yeah, they're just a normal looking guy, but then they open their mouth or their look, and you think, oh my god, they're so cool.
No, you know what it did? It was confidence, and he took me out for dinner.
You see, confidence, yeah.
And taking them out.
Taking a girl out for dinner.
That's impressive.
That is
Being very
seriously, that is.
upfront. None of that kind of texting back and
Well,
forth
no,
bullshit.
that's
None
it.
of that, seeing each other around and maybe having a kiss, like straight up. Come and have a drink with me. Come have some dinner.
Yeah, if
It's
I could have.
Very impressive taking
If I
ladies
could
out
give
to
any
dinner.
advice, the true advice that this radio show could give you is be old-fashioned, old school. Invite a girl for dinner. Say to a girl, "Hey, would you like to go for dinner with me?" You don't even need to tell them that you fancy them because they'll know from that. And if they say no, they ain't into it. If they say yes, you're definitely in there. You're definitely gonna have sex with them because that's.
Not definitely.
Not definitely.
Well,
Maybe. 50%.
if you just carry on being
Depends
all...
what restaurant it is.
Yeah.
Put it this way, if you act quiet and don't answer and just ask loads of questions, you probably will have sex.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say yeah.
It's like if they say yes, I've actually...
If they say yes to having dinner, that means that they're probably definitely interested.
I
And
know,
then depending on how that dinner date goes, will depend on whether or not they'll have sex with you.
so in other words, if they say yes to a date, just keep as quiet as you can throughout
No,
the date.
that's not true!
No,
I didn't
no,
say
no.
that.
That's
Ask-
really good advice.
Ask
Ask them
loads of
questions.
questions, give loads of compliments, and be very forward. And I swear to God, you'll be fucking in there. You'll be up to your balls in flange.
Hey!
You'll be mopping that cream.
Are we
Out.
gonna do a follow up? Are we gonna do advice on men?
No, yeah, of course we can if you want.
Who's gonna do it? I
We
think
got
you
like
should do
10,
it.
we got
Not
like-
me.
There's 6 minutes of this radio show left, so we could stop it and you girls could do what.
what more advice do you have on women, Paul?
My advice on women is
From a married man.
from a married man. Well, you can't give married man. Well, I just think that the best thing to make sure is obviously if
That's a
Women-
great point there.
women are very confusing from the outset. They're very confused, but if you have slept with a woman, I reckon the free. If you just met a woman and she gives you a number, the 3-day rule is essential.
It is essential.
It is
yeah.
absolutely essential, psychological fact. If a woman gives you a number, do not call her for 3 days. That is a cycle. It works. It's always worked for me. It's It's a fact. If a woman agrees to go for
Maybe
dinner with you,
maybe one text
she
that
does
night.
want to. She does want
Yeah,
your
he
cock.
did do that.
That's true. She does want your cock. And the other thing is that once you're seeing a girl, and also this is the biggest thing, is that single girls have got their guard up. They are, people come on to them all the time. They've got their guard up. Whereas girls who are going out with people, they're easier in a way because
But that's
they're not
true.
expecting people to chat them up, and they don't see it coming. But that's just what I mean. But it's,
Barely anyone chats me up. And I work in a bar.
but you're not going out with anyone. That's what I'm talking about. People going out with people, but they generally got their guard up in a way. They've got their guard up. Girls who are single know that you're trying to sleep with people's girlfriends. When you shake hands with their mate and you look and you think, alright, how you doing?
So you're saying all men should go after girls who are taken?
Yes.
No.
That's ridiculous. That's
And
the
if you
most
go
ridiculous
after my
advice I've
girl,
ever
I'll
heard.
fucking kill you. But that's the best thing about. Well, I don't know, but anyway, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. I was gonna give another bit of diamond
Not a
advice,
bit of diamond advice.
For all the
and that
single
is
men
that
out there.
yeah. And
About the 3-day rule.
if you're going out with a girl, a 3-day rule is essential. But if you're going out with a girl and you find yourself in a relationship, pay attention
Bail.
to when the full moon
No.
is. Pay attention. Make a mental note of when their period is, and just remember that the reason that you're arguing and the reason they're insane is because of that. It literally goes round in a big circle. You'll have a soppy girlfriend, you'll have a loving girlfriend, then you'll have a slightly you'll have a slightly
Angry,
annoying
irrational.
girlfriend, then you'll have an angry girlfriend, then you'll have a psychotic girlfriend, and then just when you think, oh my god, fucking hell, what's going on, then you'll have a soppy girlfriend again. But that's just the way it goes. Women are punished for being pretty by God. They have to bleed every month. What, you
I was
two are
thinking
so
about-
quiet?
Awkward
No, I was just
silence.
thinking.
No,
I was thinking about
awkward
this the other
silence.
day. Like, you know, we have our periods and something the other, but I wouldn't want to shave my face every day.
No,
That was
me
my-
neither.
I don't.
Well,
One
no,
bit
you
of
don't. You're
wisdom.
growing your lovely old beard back.
No beards.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
just-
a big tip for men. No beard.
That's the other thing. Shave every week.
No, a scruffy beard.
No,
That's right.
no beard.
A little scruffer.
The
Shave
younger
every
the
week.
better. I mean, the younger looking.
So you girls are both fairly young. You're younger than me, but aren't you both?
Yes.
Right, now, men, their sexual needs supposedly go down as they get older.
I don't think that
Whereas
isn't
a
true.
woman's... What?
I think that men's... I think that's untrue.
What, for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because I've got big balls. I'm big ball, mystical Mr. Paul with the big balls. I'm big ball Mr. Paul. No, that's my testosterone. Like, that's not a normal man.
Okay.
But do you think, like, you as both in your early 20s girls, do you think that when you're 30-year-olds, you're going to start going to muscle men clubs?
Raging.
You're going to start looking at six-packs on the internet
No.
and masturbating?
No.
I mean,
I
Something
don't
we
like
don't do
muscles.
now at
I don't
all.
like muscles
Ah.
at all.
how
I
you
don't
just like
find
muscles?
muscles very
Do you like
attractive.
muscles?
No, I like a man I can break.
You like a man who can break?
Nice and malnourished.
No, you see, you don't. No, you don't get to see this little insight into women's psyches. You don't. So all of that shit where men have to go to the gym and work out,
No,
That's
that's
it.
only for gays.
you can either be a brute or a waif.
I don't like no, but I don't like muscular, but I don't like skinny either. I don't like muscles or skinny.
You don't like muscles, skinny. You just
No.
like a big fat pull,
No, not fat.
beer gut.
Rounded.
No, not beer gut. Just nice body.
Just me. You just like me.
Nice
Well, you know,
body.
that's why you're married, Hayley. That doesn't add anything to this radio show. The fact that you like me, that's rubbish.
It's just true.
Oh, you see,
Now see what you've done.
brainwashing. That's what I get.
No,
That's what it gets.
it's not.
Tell a girl she's ugly, and then the next day tell her she's hot. And
Fuck 'em up in there.
if you hit Gamer in the back of the neck, then sweep her legs, and then show her your ball bag. It's a secret.
That's the worst. That's the worst advice I've
Special
ever heard.
weave.
Donkey punch me. That's nasty.
if you go to the pub and drop your balls on the counter.
That's so fucking gross. And it's called a bar, not a counter. And not that matters.
So come on, if a man could go up to you and whisper one thing out, and you would literally sleep with him if you just come out and